Papa to come over to America. He didn't hesitate to say no. He followed all the instructions I gave him. Pa, go to the dentist and have all your teeth removed. You only have a few. Kasi expensive ang dentist dito. He followed it. He arrived in 2010, not knowing how he would adapt to living in a different country, in a household with 3 little children running around, living with me after being apart for 13 years. But he had to adjust and adapt. He came here when Riley was less than a year old, and he learned how to change diapers and to babysit all of my 3 children. He didn't have any prior babysitting experience. All of us, his 4 children, were under the care of maids. It was like a baptism of fire for him. And one day he told me, 3 children is a lot to take care of without maids. He loved my kids the moment he saw them. He said, because they were my kids. They were his true apo because they came from me. He spoiled Riley in a way that he would cater to her every need. He would try to wake her up every morning, and he would do it several times because Riley wouldn't wake up. He would make whatever she wanted for breakfast, and he would ask her to sleep beside him every weekend, and they would watch TV at night. Riley would ask him to get milk in the middle of the night, and he would not complain, and he would do it. And he never scolded her, ever. He was like that for me when I was growing up. He would make my food and he would pack it before I go to school. When Mama would give me money, I would ask Papa and he would give it to me and he wouldn't ask questions. He came to my college graduation. And he only came to my graduation, not even to my siblings' graduation, and I know, I appreciate that. His siblings said that I'm the only one who was able to make him stop from smoking and drinking, and that I'm the only one that he listens to. When I tell him, Pa, you have to stop. You're sick. We cannot afford the medications. And I cannot afford to buy you a cigarette. So you have to stop. And he did. He was not expressive, but he showed his love in his own way. We had fights, arguments, misunderstandings all the time. But he never said he's going to go home to the Philippines. He stayed with me and stayed with me. Papa was a routine kind of person. He would get up the same time every day, cleaning the house, the bathroom. He would make breakfast, clean the kitchen, and he would check the house after everyone goes to bed. He's very particular about a lot of things, very detailed and meticulous. And if it's not up to his standards, he will have to do it again. Cleanliness and hygiene is very important to him. I remember when we were little, nobody is allowed to get in the car without taking a shower. He's very conscious about the time too. If you're not there before he gets in the car, then you're going to be left behind. In the end, although he was feeling sick, he would try to help in the house, although he could not keep up with his routine anymore. Every day that I visited him in the hospital, he would smile. The last 18 days of his life made us closer. He would ask the nurses for me. When he was still intubated, he would write. One time I got a call from the nurse, nighttime, asking for me. And he would ask what time I'm coming back to see him the next day. We prayed together, and I would bring the food that he requested. He didn't like other people taking care of him, so he would ask me to wash him, set everything up, tuck him in for the night. And when he was comfortable, he would say, okay. He never asked me to stay longer. And he would be very satisfied with the time I get to spend with him in the hospital. But I would always tell him, Pa, I'm coming back tomorrow at this time. And he would say, okay, take care. That's my Papa. He's different but he's special in his own way. Thank you for staying with us, Pa, and for helping us. And I'm sorry, Pa, for not understanding you, and for all the shortcomings. You know I love you and I will fulfill my promise to you. Just like whenever I tell you, Papa, I'm coming back, and I always come back. I will pray for you, Pa. Stay with me. I'm not ready to let go of you yet.